Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. Arsenal forward Gabriel Martinelli went down with a nasty knock on his shin in yesterday's match versus Man City in the Carabao Cup. He was hit with such force that his shin guard actually spun around, but fortunately his leg was not on the ground, which limits the amount of force that is transferred through the leg and limits any awkward rotation. With this type of mechanism of injury, there's three key things that are possible. The first is a contusion to the shin or a bruise, which is quite painful but relatively mild. Secondly is potentially what's known as compartment syndrome, in which there's excessive swelling, which then puts pressure internally potentially on arteries and nerves. And then the third aspect here potentially is a fracture, in which case he would have an x-ray taken if that was suspected. Based on the fact that he was allowed to play, based on the fact that he told manager Mikel Arteta and the medical staff at half that he didn't have much pain, and the fact that he only had limited swelling according to the manager, this is very likely a contusion. The return timeline on a contusion can vary from 2 to 3 days, so he could be available for Arsenal's match versus Chelsea over the weekend to a couple weeks. It really just depends on how the injury evolves and what the pain level and discomfort level is like for the player. To that point, he was allowed to come out in the second half to test and see how he would respond during in-game play, and then he went down pretty quickly after realizing that he couldn't get through it. I've heard some people saying or wondering why Martinelli was allowed to come back and comparing it to Thomas Partey's injury and quote mismanagement. Firstly, Partey was not mismanaged. He was put through 3 full intensity stress tests before being cleared, and I have a full video on that, so we can put that to bed. Secondly, Partey's injury was a muscular injury, which is far different than Martinelli's direct contact. So again, these are not apples to apples comparisons.